Who shall ascend the hill of the Lord? And who shall stand in his holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not lift up his soul to what is false and does not swear deceitfully. Who shall ascend? Who gets the delight of dwelling in the presence of the Lord? Who stands before the throne? It is those who have been purified, sanctified, and cleansed enough to be in the Holy of Holies. The pure in heart, they shall see God. Like many gathered here, I came to Bethlehem with a limited knowledge of Augustine of Hippo. Originally from North Africa, he remains one of the most influential fathers in church history. He made a huge impact theologically on the church until his death in 430. But apart from some brief biographical facts, I was fairly clueless about Augustine's teaching and impact. So naturally, after getting told I would be in his namesake house, I went to the school website to better understand what that meant. And I can't say I was thrilled. I'm just being honest with you. My house had this heart on fire for a logo. It said we valued friendship, which seemed cute. Chastity, which seemed like the most old-fashioned way to just say purity. And ordered love, which to me sounded way too much like Jane Austen to get behind. I felt as if I got my Hogwarts assignment, and I was heading for Hufflepuff. When I, in my ignorance and pride, longed for the glory of Gryffindor or Slytherin. But it's not like I could do anything. I was, after all, just a freshman, doing what I was told. So I joined Augustine House, and through time, learned more about these qualities that were so important to Augustine. So, we have ordered love. That one makes sense, right? Christ is our highest treasure, the source of all. We experience and love all things from him and through him. I like that. We have friendship. We love others because we love Christ. We love them as an outflow of our love for Christ, and we find fellowship and encouragement in those relationships. Also good. But chastity? I don't know, that's, like, of all the values Augustine could have leaned into, why that one? Why this quality that denotes temperance and purity, abstinence, self-control? It's not that I didn't see any value in it, I just didn't see why that should be a landmark quality. Even some pillars that other houses upheld here seem to make more sense than chastity. But hold on. Who shall ascend? Who shall see God? It's the pure in heart. The ones who are cleansed and unstained from the world, they are the ones who see God. Augustine's heart burned to see God, to stand in God's holy presence. He writes, I look forward not to what lies ahead of me in this life and will surely pass away, but to my eternal goal. I am intent upon this one purpose, not distracted by other aims, and with this goal in view, I press on, eager for the prize, God's heavenly summons. Then I shall listen to the sound of your praises and gaze at your beauty. And he knew that only those who have been purified are allowed in the presence of the Lord. Which is why he says that chastity, or cleanness of heart, holds a glorious and distinguished place among the virtues because she alone enables man to see God. He knew he must be chaste in order to see God. But he also knew that him living chastely in and of himself would not be enough. Being self-controlled would not bring him before the throne, because there's only one person who lived chastely enough to stand before a holy God. And so to God, Augustine prays, this alone I know, that without you, all to me is misery. Woe outside myself, and woe within, and all wealth but penury, if it is not my God. The pureness required to see God is not a result of mine or of yours or of Augustine's ability to say no to the flesh, as much as that's important. He is our Lord because he has no need of our goodness. So this chastity, this sanctified way of life is one that says, I want Jesus, and he doesn't need me, but he wants me, and I want him, and I need him. Throughout his famous book, Confessions, the point is not to obtain more willpower to fight sin. His emphasis on chastity is not about what we can do, but about God purifying and cleansing us, because we can't do that ourselves. That book is a plea from Augustine's innermost being to God, begging that he be purified, that he be made more like Jesus, and that through his love and yearning for Christ, that love of Jesus will change him. The chastity we strive for is one that says, Christ is mine, and because he is mine, I'm going to live a certain way because I want to please him. I want to be with him. I want to be before his throne, to gaze upon his beauty and worship at his feet. But I can't get there on my own. A truly chaste life, a life of self-control, of temperance, of remaining true to God and unstained from the world, can only happen when our hearts are set and reliant on Christ. Only the chastity of Jesus can bring us before the throne. To this end, Augustine pursued chastity because his heart burned for Jesus. His pursuit of God manifested in his chastity. He longed for the day when he would be purified and melted by the fire of God's love and fused into one with him. Is this not striking? That Augustine is the one urging us to live chastely? Because he tasted and experienced everything the world had to offer. He lived the opposite of chastity and faithfulness to God. He is the man who prayed, give me chastity, but not yet. He, as he put it, unlovely, rushed heedlessly among the lovely things that God has made. He pursued pleasure. He has a son with a woman he's not married to. He gains the approval of men. While living in Rome, he gained renown as a great speaker and rhetorician. He has wealth. He has much of what the world says will be enough. He lived lavishly and for himself, and despite all of that, he's unhappy and restless until Christ ultimately captures his heart in a garden in Milan. Augustine, who lived hedonistically and achieved so much, is the one who says, be cleansed because only God can satisfy. And my fear is that too often we take the prize out of our pursuit for purity. We make our quest to remain unstained by the world a strict, mechanical thing we do outwardly. We make rules to fight sin, we grow in discipline, we strive for better habits, but at the end of all that, have we forgotten why that's important? Augustine knew that unless his chastity was fueled and sustained by a burning passion to know Christ and an utter dependence on him, then his works would be fruitless. Apart from God, he was but a guide to his own downfall, as are we. Do we recognize this? That to be pure and chaste, truly pure, truly chaste, we must be led by the pure one, the chaste one, the one who gives and imparts a cleanness that will not fade away, and through his victory and sinlessness gives us access to the throne. This is he who never goes away from us, yet we have difficulty in returning to him. And so with Augustine, may we cry, come, Lord, stir us up and call us back. Kindle and seize us. Be our fire and our sweetness. Let us love. Let us run.